never get that? This morning, Babylon coming again. Guns out this morning. Donovan asks when will it take? Guns out this morning. The whole place under curfew. Guns out this morning. WESU-FM. It was about 12 o'clock when the thunder start clap in the back and miss me a billiard. The lightning start flash when me hear the gun clock under me bed for me belly me crawl. Me pray for siren but all I heard was a scream from me next to a neighbor a ball. No kill me one son but me still hear the gun. Me could do wait till the big man come down a van line. Guns out this morning. Babylon coming again. Guns out this morning. Nesbeth asks when will it take? Guns out this morning. The whole place under curfew. Guns out this morning. 88.1. So when you see me leaving, ask me where me going. The evil man I look for smart, the good just to kill him. I'd rather be with Vicky than to be a victim of them evil system. Me can't believe I really Jamaica. Me grow up, them shoot the bathroom pipe out before me soap up. Me convince them youth where them coke and them dope up. Somebody call the constable and that's how we say guns up.
Yes, that's the man Nesbeth right here for you, ladies and gentlemen. Alright, that's you know, special feature and do for the I&I. Here's the original song right here, and he's right here in the studio with us. Virgin, bless up and welcome to WESU for the first time. Know yourself, man. I guess I that yard with it. Know yourself.
Blessed love every time, man. Life over death, you know, good over evil.
Yeah. Yeah, I mean, you've been here before, so it's not the first time, but the first time we ever sat down in the studio and, you know, our little vibes going. I know you got a lot of things going on and touring and going all over the place, but how has it been so far with you promoting your album yourself and, you know, all the good music that you've been putting out?
Well, it has been great, you know. I don't really have that album as yet. You know, it's just a compilation track, and you know, I'm working towards the album, but you know, we kind of dealing with some singles.
Okay.
At this moment, but the album, they're around the corner. You don't know.
Soon to be released.
Soon to be released.
Yeah, right.
It's tiring, it's challenging, but you know, I prepare mentally, physically, and emotionally to take on the daily struggle that, you know, comes with the music.
Now, I listened to your songs because I got some of them prior to it, and when Torin linked me up with them, I was like, wow, this is a young man that we really need to feature. And, you know, we had a stint where we just blast you for the whole month. You know, we feature you for the whole month. And I kind of took out that it was like, wow. And we find out that you have a lot of fans here, and, you know, I think you probably have some family members here, if I'm not mistaken, because well, people call and say they know you still, but nevertheless, that's what we're doing, and we're trying to do, especially when our artists come up with some positive lyrics and some positive things. Because you sit down and write your own songs, right?
Most of them.
Most of them.
You know, some of them to my age, you know, sit down. Or pencil out, I think, you know, so the things.
Yeah, man, for real. Now, looking at you, you know, young talented artist in the business. I mean, at what age did you decide to take this seriously and say this is what, you know, Nesbeth want to really do for a living?
Well, it's 5 years ago I really took up music professionally. You know, I was always, you know, fooling around, doing stuff, have the raw talent, and you know, I wasn't shaping it in any way, you know, until I realized that after meeting up with Flavor McGregor from No Doubt Record, you know, and we sat down and decided to really take it on a different level. That's where my #1 trail started, you know, so it's like a new Nesbeth,
right?
You know, I'd come to the table, I come more focused, have a direction, and I realized that the music that I'm doing is not just for myself or my friend or my family. You know, I'm like doing the music for the world.
World, universal.
You know, I'm representing my country and my culture to the fullest.
Exactly. Well said, and of course, well done. And one of the things I look at from being in the industry for so long, I noticed that it's kind of harder for younger artists to, you know, break out into the industry if they don't have the, you know, the gun lyrics and the, you know, negative talk with the dancehall segment. But you came with a more positive light, even though you shed and let people know what's going on in the ghetto. I mean, did you find it harder for you to really push that cultural and positive side of reggae?
No, because it's a natural thing, you know. When I really sit down and watch people for come forward with whatever we come forward with. You understand? Because we know say from day one, you always have man that do the reggae songs and light a shine upon them. But yet still you still have ones and ones where the positive songs that have the light shining on them also. So when I decided that I will really take this route, you know, I know, as I tell you, the challenges that I have to face. So I really don't watch things. I just know that I have a mission, I'm here for a purpose, and I'm going to do whatever I'm supposed to do. And whenever, you know, the right time come along, then, you know, we just tag with it. But other than that, we don't really watch them and those, man. We just know, say, you're a piece. We are dealing straight across the board. And kind of highlight the youth, them say, if you notice, we still talk about the gun them.
Yeah, man.
We still talk about certain reality.
Yeah.
But we also tell the people them say even though we were brought up in situation like this, you will push that aside.
Yes, right. You don't have to live by it, you know?
No. You understand? So we cannot exclude our experience. But we can speak much of it and yet still tell the people out there that know nothing about us, that listen, even though we come through on that part, we can be positive, we can be role model, we can stand up for not our country alone, but for the nation.
But to add to that, Nesbeth, not only can we, but we're going to. You see what I'm saying? Because right now we are taking music on a more positive, you know, level. I mean, everybody know about the situation with Buju Banton. I'm sorry to say it happened, but, you know, a part of life still, and, you know, wish him all the best and stuff like that. But here you have another artist who's rising. You know, you're rising, and a lot of other artists are rising, and letting people know, say, listen, the public eye is looking at reggae on a negative connotation right now, you know? They might say, boy, yeah, that's what the whole of them do, and them, you know, fight and do this and do that. But it's good to know that we have artists like Nesbeth out there, you know, who's pushing through and bringing forth the positivity of the music, focusing on the universal side of everything, not just say, okay, boy, I'm going to talk about myself and my friends and the ghetto I grew up in, and, you know, forget about this and talk about this Gaza and the gully foolishness that's ripping up the country. But you're trying to enlighten the youths and let them realize that, yo, this is the more positive way to go, and this is how you're going to be more successful. Because if you realize, you know, the world, like you said, globally wants this. Yes, master. It's not just, I mean, yeah, you have to get a dancer man, they might look at credit sales. Yeah,
no, it's music, you know,
and it's a form of entertainment.
Flavor, and it have a style, but guess what? It is what you choose to do and what purpose you are here for. If you feel like that's your purpose, then who am I to tell you it's not? You understand? I am comfortable doing whatever I'm doing to really enlighten the youth. Them say, you're wise and live, fool and dead.
That's right.
You know, while the next man comfortable doing what he's doing. So if I probably approach him and tell him he's doing the wrong thing, then he would say to me that I am doing the wrong thing because he's comfortable with what he's doing. And he might tell us, well, is that I put the food on him table. So what we have to know is our true purpose, and we have to stand responsibility for whatever action we commit. Because later on, it won't just have an effect on our life, but on the nation.
Generation. Yep, that's true too. Now, in terms of collaboration, who are some of the artists that you have worked with or you're going to be working with?
Well, I've worked with Moses Davis Beanie Man and a girl track before. And I've done with a couple lesser name, Empress, and some other artists. I'm looking forward to work on a collaboration, with Barry Salmon and some of those great names, you know. Yeah, but trust me, that's basically what.
Yeah, well, that's a good thing, and you know, like I say, you started 5 years ago. There are artists out there who started way before that, and still not reach no whistle because of like a promotion.
I didn't say I really started in the music.
You take it seriously.
5 years. Yeah,
seriously.
I really take up
the craft.
Decide to listen. I will not derail or be all over the place. Because you have a lot of artists there doing songs. Them realize that they're an artist, so them decide them really gonna do any and everything just to make people, you know, see them or to collect the money.
Right.
But I realized 5 years ago who Nesbeth is and what the purpose Nesbeth is here for. So I decide now, through rain or storm, hurricane or tsunami. Whatever the circumstances may be,
Yeah, go through.
I will be on the path of righteousness.
All right.
You understand?
Yeah,
And I will keep it on that path.
Yeah,
so I know the struggle will come. I
Of
know
course,
people
of
will come
course.
and say,
Part of
well,
life.
this is that and that is this. I know those people. But I am prepared for
That's
it.
right. And you're ready.